Have you ever been walking through the city, maybe waiting for a friend or just trying to kill time, and realized there's nowhere to sit? I don't mean a cafe where you're forced to pay $7 for a coffee just to rent a chair for 20 minutes. I don't mean a restaurant where a waiter is checking his watch, silently pressuring you to leave so they can turn the table. I mean a place to just exist without paying, without logging in, without being a customer. If you feel like your city is becoming colder, harder, and less welcoming, you aren't imagining it. You are noticing a deliberate, calculated shift in urban design. The benches are disappearing. The public parks are being locked at sunset. The ledges are covered in spikes. And the places where communities used to gather naturally are being replaced by spaces designed to keep you moving. You might think this is just bad planning. You might think the city just forgot to put a bench there, but you would be wrong. This is hostile architecture. It is a global phenomenon designed to control your behavior, manage your movement, and ultimately isolate you. This is the story of how we lost our public life and why the modern world was designed to make you lonely. Welcome to the invisible blueprint. To understand exactly what we have lost, we first need to understand a concept coined by the sociologist Ray Oldenburg in the late 1980s. He called it the third place. The concept is simple. Your life is divided into three distinct zones. Your first place is your home. It's private, domestic, and isolated. Your second place is your work. It's structured, productive, and usually stressful. But the third place is the anchor of a community. It is the barbershop, the corner pub, the public library, a German beer garden, or the French cafe. For centuries in Europe and America, these spaces were crucial for a functioning society. They were neutral ground. You didn't need a reservation. You didn't need to be rich. You didn't even need to be invited. You just showed up. These places facilitated what sociologists call civic glue. It's where you met neighbors you wouldn't normally talk to. It's where ideas were exchanged, where revolutions were planned, and where friendships were formed outside of the office or the family unit. But in the last 20 years, the third place has been systematically dismantled, and it has been replaced by something much colder: aggressive exclusion. Look closely at your environment the next time you step outside. The design of our cities has shifted from inviting to defensive. Have you ever seen a bench that is slanted at an awkward, slippery angle? That is called a leaning bar. It allows you to rest for maybe 30 seconds, but makes it physically impossible to sit comfortably or relax. Have you seen public ledges or low walls covered in metal studs or jagged stones? This is called hostile architecture. In the industry, they prefer the term defensive design. But what are they defending against? Usually, it is the poor, the homeless, or groups of teenagers. But the side effect is that it makes the city hostile for everyone. The most famous example is the Camden Bench in London. It is a solid block of concrete with no backrest, crinkled edges, and a strange, undulating surface. It is a masterclass in engineering. It is designed specifically to ensure that no one can sleep on it, no one can skateboard on it, and no one can sit on it for more than 10 minutes without their back hurting. It is an object that says, "Go away." And it's not just on the streets. This philosophy has infected our interior spaces, too. Fast food chains spend millions of dollars analyzing seat duration. In the 1990s, fast food seats were often cushioned. They were booths. They were inviting. Today, look at a modern McDonald's or Starbucks. The seats are often made of hardwood or plastic. The backrests are upright at 90-degree angles. The music is played at a specific tempo to increase your heart rate. The air conditioning is kept slightly too cold. Why? Because they don't want you to relax. They don't want you to open a book. They want you to eat and leave. In the world of corporate metrics, comfort is bad for turnover. If you're comfortable, you're taking up space that could be sold to the next customer. And then there are the laws. In many parts of the US and the UK, loitering is effectively treated as a crime. But think about that word for a second. What is loitering? Loitering is simply the act of standing in a public space without spending money. It is the act of existing in public for free. When you criminalize standing still, you destroy the possibility of spontaneous social interaction. You kill the community. If two teenagers stand on a corner talking, the police move them along. If a group gathers in a parking lot, security guards disperse them. We have engineered our cities to view gathering as a threat. But why? Why would city planners, governments, and corporations want a lonely, isolated population? It seems counterintuitive. Humans are social animals. Why build a habitat that fights our biology? As always, follow the money. There's a massive economic incentive to destroy the third place. Think about it. A community that hangs out in a public park is terrible for the gross domestic product. Two friends talking on a bench for 3 hours aren't generating revenue. They aren't swiping credit cards. They aren't watching ads. They're just being human. That is essentially dead time to the economy. But if you remove the bench, those two friends go home. Now, they're separated. They are alone in their apartments. They are bored. They are lonely. So what do? They subscribe to Netflix to fill the silence. They order food from Uber Eats or DoorDash because they don't have anyone to cook with. They scroll through TikTok or Instagram for hours, desperate for a dopamine hit to replace the serotonin they didn't get from social interaction. This phenomenon is called the atomization of society. When we are separated into individual consumers, we become significantly more profitable. We replace connection with consumption. The loneliness epidemic is not just a sad social trend. It is a business model that in the US, the Surgeon General recently declared loneliness a public health crisis, stating that the mortality impact of being socially disconnected is similar to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. We're literally dying from isolation. And yet, we continue to build condos with no communal spaces. We build suburbs where you cannot walk to a neighbor's house. We build malls where the benches have been removed to force you into the stores. We have allowed the logic of the market to dictate the design of our human habitat. The market values efficiency, turnover, and consumption. It does not value conversation, rest, or community. So the third place dies, and the digital world rises to take its place. We are told that social media connects us. That is the great lie of the 21st century. Social media does not connect us, it simulates connection. It sells us a pale imitation of the third place. Instead of a town square, we have a Twitter feed. Instead of a pub, we have a Discord server. But these digital spaces are also owned by corporations. They are also designed to manipulate us, to enrage us, and to keep us scrolling. They are not neutral ground. So, next time you're walking through New York, London, Paris, or your local town, and you feel that subtle anxiety, that feeling that you are unwanted unless you have your wallet open, remember this. It is a blueprint. We have built efficient cities. We have built profitable malls. We have built streamlined coffee shops. But in the process, we designed the humanity right out of them. We traded our community for convenience and our conversation for content. The question is, can we get it back? Can we reclaim the third place? Some cities are trying. There are movements to reclaim public space, to build human-centric cities, and to legalize loitering. But it requires us to wake up and see the design for what it is. Look around your city today. Really look, is there a third place left? Or has every square inch been converted into a transaction? Let me know in the comments below. Where do you go to escape? I'm digging into the hidden psychology of our world every week. If you want to see the invisible blueprint behind your daily life, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching.